And I yield to the gentleman and the ranking member from Texas, Mr. Green, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I appreciate greatly the opportunity to bring some clarity to this issue and to a good many other issues. William Cullen Bryant is right. Truth crushed to earth shall rise again. So today, I'd like to take the opportunity to resurrect the truth, to resuscitate the truth, if you will. And the truth is this: the genesis of this hearing is a meeting that took place at or near the time President Obama was being sworn in, when a group of very powerful Republicans met and made a conscious decision to do everything they could to block any and everything the president attempted to do. At that meeting were the top leaders of the House of Representatives today. At that meeting was a person who sits on this very committee, and people from that day forward have been committed to blocking everything that the president brings forth. And the truth be told, they've done a fairly good job. So I don't agree with the style of the hearing today. I think that a better style for this hearing would be, don't bother me with facts, my mind's made up. I think a better style for the hearing would be, we kept our word, because that's exactly what's happening today. We have a circumstance wherein Americans who are being held prisoners have been brought home. The exchange was money that was owed to the people who were holding the Americans, and we are condemning that. You would think that we'd have a parade. The president would be saluted. The people who negotiated would be applauded. But this committee chooses to do what it has consistently done, and that is to deny this president any success that they can block. Let's just look at the evidence of which I speak. Dodd-Frank, they fought it tooth and nail and are still fighting it, and would, if they could, today eliminate the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Obamacare, they have not replaced it. They don't have a replacement for it. They'll repeal it, but they don't have a replacement, and we voted more than 50 times to repeal Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act. The XM Bank, something that has traditionally been agreed upon, that has been of great benefit to this country. We had to have an unusual process to take place to keep the XM Bank functioning, and still we cannot make loans over $10 million because a committee on the Senate side refuses to appoint additional appointees to that FM Bank board. We have refused, not we, the Republicans, to even discuss the budget. Usually the budget comes up, there's a hearing, it's discussed, and a decision is made. They have refused to discuss the budget. And finally, the Supreme Court. Who would have thought that we would hold up the Supreme Court's nomination simply because of an agenda that has been set to make sure that this president does not have a track record of success. So here's where we are, and I'm going to keep bringing it up. This won't be the last time today. Here's where we are. We've got people on this committee who were at that hearing, at least one person, that meeting that took place. We've got two members of the senior leadership in the House who were there, and they are honoring their commitment. That's what this hearing is about today, keeping their word, making sure that they do everything that they can to stop this president. As a matter of fact, what started out as a simple stop the president has gone on steroids now, and it is literally an effort to destroy the presidency, it seems to some, not all. This is disgraceful, if you want to know the truth. I do not believe that this is the conduct that a committee of the stature of financial services should be engaged in. We will become the kerfuffle committee if we're not careful. I yield back the balance of my time.
The gentleman yields back.